Fun to direct Iron Man because he's one of the superheroes that nobody's made a movie about yet. He's the biggest one of the original sort of pantheon of Marvel characters. He's an interesting character in that he's an adult who's lived life and has problems and has he's not just an adolescent who's coming of age in this film, as in many superhero films. So it's fun to be able to bring my life experience to the character of Tony Stark. As far as the hero of Iron Man goes, he's an interesting guy in that he's a normal person who becomes a superhero through what he's able to create. When Robert came on board, he became a real partner creatively. He opened up an office right next to mine in the production offices when we were in pre-production. He began training pretty heavily to make his body look the way it should to play a character who's a superhero. And he took the role very seriously, not just in the physicality of it, but also understanding what made the character tick. And I think he found a lot in his own life from his own experience to relate to this character. And there was a sense, in talking to him, there was a bit of a sense of destiny in the fact that he really wanted to play this role. It's nice to see him at the helm of this film, and for me as a filmmaker to watch how interesting he makes all of his choices and how it takes the film in directions that people might not normally expect. Robert's been studying Kung Fu for many years. I think that's part of his spiritual practice as well as physical practice. He has a tremendous amount of discipline. He's probably the most disciplined guy I know as far as how much he takes it upon himself to live a certain way. I know he really wanted to sculpt himself into a physique that would look good in a movie, and I think he was very aware that he sort of had a burden in this film that he hadn't had before. He could sort of be charming and funny and come in and out of a movie and steal scenes in the past, but now he was sort of an iconic superhero, and he took that mantle pretty seriously. And so he trained with trainers. We had a gym on the set. He had trainers coming to the set. Gwyneth Paltrow plays Pepper Potts, who is in the old comic book sort of Tony's secretary, who fawns over him a bit. We updated the role, and also based on who Gwyneth is. She's so sharp, and she's so poised and so classy that she sort of acted as a counterpoint to his sort of caddish, devil-may-care nature. Gwyneth was the one who played Pepper Potts, who kept him in line, on track, and focused and organized his life. And there was a sort of yin and yang between those two characters that sort of culminates in a bit of a romantic tension that we wanted to explore. During a weapons demonstration on the other side of the world, he is ambushed. The convoy that's transporting him is ambushed, and he's taken prisoner. While being imprisoned by a group of terrorists, he's asked to design a weapon for them, and he starts to see the ramifications of what his weaponry has done to the world, and he has second thoughts about not only providing weapons for them, but making weapons in general. And so what he does under the auspices of creating this weapon for them is create the first Iron Man suit, the Mark I suit. Tony Stark definitely takes on a different character when he's wearing the suit, and he's able to do things that he would never dream of as Tony Stark, and it's that suit that sort of gives him the personality of the hero. Some of the stuff that I find the most clever, and I think I'll like watching the most, is the stuff in the workshop as he starts to develop and refine the suit, how he starts to learn how to use the repulsors in his gloves, both to fly and as a weapon, how he learns how to use the boots, where he goes wrong, where he goes right, so that you get a sense of accomplishment when he actually gets to put the suit on for the first time and really go out there and vanquish some enemies.